Good morning. How is everyone doing? Happy Monday. It was an extremely hard day for me. I don't know. I ate late. I came live late last night. I ate late and that did not sit well with me because I'm used to eating early. And as I told you guys before, you have to eat finish eating by 5. So yesterday, because I had a busy day, I didn't have food cooked. I was cooking at 10. I didn't eat until 10:30, and then that's the concealer, and then I'm putting the foundation. I mix them like that. I'm trying to pretend how we pretend that all is well, and all is not well, right? So I ate very late, and in the process I did not have a good morning waking up. I woke up with my stomach full. I was feeling sick, and I have been flushing. In fact, I almost finished a whole thermos of water. I was flushing my stomach, and I feel much better. I had to flush it because all that food I slept with in my stomach was not good. So you have to finish your meals by 5 p.m., the latest 6 p.m. That's what I do every day. I eat my lunch and I drink my porridge at 3:30, and then if I have to eat something after 6 p.m., it has to be something very light, but usually it's not something heavy. It's either ginger tea or something light, but don't eat after 6 p.m. because the way I felt yesterday, that's how come most of you are feeling that way. A few days ago, I put up a post about these women who are looking for men, rich men. Let me tell you, ladies, hey, this morning I was waking up, trying to wake up actually, and it was impossible to wake up. So me, I'm thinking, how can you guys expect all these people, all these men to wake up every day and give you the money? How is that possible? How come you guys are not waking up to go look for your own money? Why do we want other people, even your siblings? Why do my siblings want me, or why do my children want me to work and give them money? Why do people want other people to work and give them money? So let me clear my vision because I can't see clearly. I've been putting makeup, I can't see. I hope I did well. Let me clean my glasses so we can talk about words today. Today is Monday. We are going to change how we talk so we can mend some of our broken relationships. And my job, like I told you, if you're finding me for the first time, is to inspire you. If I can educate you, if you can learn something, and you're going to do something that is going to bring you happiness, I'll be glad. Oh, nice and clear. I'm good. I'm organic. So now, today I want to talk about words. I'm reading this book. I didn't even finish it. I'm halfway there. And I decided this morning I wanted to talk about the power of words that work. You know, some words can build and some words can destroy. So in the past, we know we've said things to people that hurt people. I have done that, not just to my spouse, but to my children, to my friends. Sometimes you don't intend. You just say, you think you're just saying, only to hurt someone. And later you find out that their feelings were hurt. Sometimes we hurt people because we are telling them the truth, because what I've learned, people don't like to hear the truth. When you speak the truth, you kind of create all these enemies. I have created enemies with a lot of people that I can't even count because I saw something and I thought I should say it. Especially my nieces and my nephews. Some of my nieces and my nephews, I mean like my brothers and sisters' kids, don't like me. And I've come into terms that it's okay. They don't have to like me because at this rate, that is how I am, that's how I ended up where I am, because I'm telling them things they don't want to hear. And when they tell their parents are telling them, yeah, she's always been horrible. The parents are agreeing with them that, oh, you know, my sister is not okay. But you know what I'm telling them? They'll find out later, because I tend to feel like it's better that I tell you what I need to tell you than tell another person. And even that goes to my children. If I have to tell them something, I'm the only person who can tell them. There's nobody who can tell these children the truth. There's nobody who can tell my husband certain things. Certain things are meant for certain people. Certain things are meant for parents to say. There are things you don't tell your friends. Paris, good morning. So in the process, I've hurt people. But this guy here is talking about the things we say to people that really hurt people. You know, the things that you say to someone that can cost you a relationship. Yesterday, Abu and I were talking on the phone, and we were reflecting on our relationship, and we were reflecting on other relationships that we know, and we went back and thought about the things that we've said to each other over the years. So now we were saying, you know, you disagree with your spouse, then you tell your spouse F you. You disagree with your spouse, you call them stupid. Good morning, Yeres, how are you? Your uncle is still in Costa Rica, enjoying life. You disagree with your spouse, you call them a cow, you call them a sheep. You literally abuse your spouse. Then tomorrow, you want to make love. We were saying that, you know, it is not really easy for someone to call you names and then the next day they want to love you. But I was telling him, it seems to me like other people are not aware that they cannot curse you today and then tomorrow it's okay. There's a lady that called me one time because she found my phone on her husband's phone, and she had seen that I was talking to the husband. And she called me a home wrecker. She called me a prostitute. She called me a slut. This lady called me all kinds of names on the phone. And she was saying I was destroying her marriage. She was saying all kinds of things. I tried to listen carefully because I'm thinking, like, what is all this? And I want you to know this is just a friend. Sometimes you're talking about business. Sometimes you're talking about work. And as much as this has been a long time, this has been like maybe over 10 years, I still remember those words. I never, like, it's hard to even put it in the past. I don't see me and this lady going somewhere. And then she told someone that she was going to come and pour acid on me. And I want you to know this is a woman that knows I'm married. I have a family. But she's planning how she's going to harm me. People are so, like, demonic. I cannot tell you how shocking I was, shocked I get how people just threaten you. They don't know who you are. They just say all these bad things without thinking how these things are going to affect the people. Okay? Sometimes people don't take time to listen to people. Sometimes we say things quickly without listening to what the other person is saying. We are quickly to just throw in casual words. This writer here is saying your casual words can hurt, can build or destroy somebody. Most of the time, you don't even know what you said. Sometimes you even say something to someone, you don't even know you said it. Like one time, my son had an issue, and then I was telling this lady, and her question to me, oh, I thought you are perfect. Oh, I thought your kids are perfect. Even your kids make mistakes. I mean, I was done with that lady. Do you understand, like, how she said that to me? I'm in crisis. My son has done something. I'm sharing with her. And she's telling me, oh, even your children can commit crimes. She was being sarcastic because this woman doesn't like me. But I never forget that, because I'm thinking, like, I'm here sharing what happened to me. I'm in a crisis. Telling me that I didn't think your children could do this is not the right thing at that time. Okay? And sometimes you're saying you don't know how your words impact other people because your words can build or destroy. Okay? My words, you have to remind yourself, my words have the power to heal, or my words have the power to hurt. You always have to ask yourself, we are in a talking society. And when we're in a talking society, people come on social media and they're going to say, did you see Penny, Penny, Penny? We create stories from people's photos. We create stories from people's posts. We create stories from people's looks. And then we call another person, okay? You can persuade others to dislike someone. You can persuade your children, that's another thing I'm saying, to dislike their mother. You can persuade your children to dislike their father. I was also talking to Abu about the welfare system in America, where back in the day, the African Americans were given something they call here Section 8, like a community assistance program, where you're given food. But they were conditioned. They were told, if you have a man in the house, you can't get it. So what did these women do? These women put these men out. They had men, they were producing children. But these men were either staying with their mothers, these men were either staying with their aunties, but these women continued being in the welfare system, so that way they can benefit, get like handouts. And then I told him, I'm noticing now, as women who are earning money, a lot of us women are replacing the men with money, where you think now, if I can earn X amount of money, if I can put shelter under my roof, if I can have shelter, if my money can give me everything, then I don't need a man. What we forget, because some of us are already there, if you have children with someone, you're tied with that person for the rest of your life. As long as you're breathing on planet Earth, there is no need to badmouth your husband. There is no need to badmouth your ex-husband to your children. There is no need to badmouth your ex-wife to your children. That is their mother. There is no need to talk about your wife to your children. It never changes. Once you have children with people, it's a lifetime commitment, as long as you're living on planet Earth. Going out there talking about them is not going to help you get anywhere. Now, I do talk on Facebook. The reason why I talk on Facebook, I always take pride that I have maintained a relationship where my husband has not called me a sheep or a goat or a donkey, and I have not called him a sheep, a goat or a donkey. I work hard. I'm intentional, because what I do at my place of work, a good day is when you don't have an incident. A good day is when you've had a day, there's no paramedics being called, there's no doctor being called. A good day is when you have had 0 incidents on 8-hour shift. When you're signing out, you don't have a negative report to give to your supervisor. When you're signing out, you don't have a negative report to give to your spouse, to your staff. I do not understand how we can function so well at work, but we cannot take the same principles and take them at home. Why are you being disrespectful to your spouse at home? Your spouse is everything. Why are you being disrespectful to your children? Your children are everything. You go to these places of work where you're able to discipline yourself, so you can come home and pay the bills and have a family. Sometimes we say things that are not even accurate. Sometimes we accuse even our children or our spouses of things they didn't do. And you never stop to ask yourself, was I right? Was I wrong? So with that said, most of us, we just say things. We don't think. We don't take into consideration what we are saying. Our co-workers, we respect. If you're running late, you call. If you make a mistake, the supervisor talks to you, you listen. You never FU your supervisor. You never FU your co-workers. But a few of you do that, and you get written up, and you could be terminated. But when you come home, you just let yourself go, and you just disrespect everybody around you. So I have notes here. I'm a strong believer of writing notes and reminding myself every day. In fact, I think I could have been a worse person than I am today if I didn't do a lot of self-help and self-development. So you have to check on yourself. Ask yourself, are you emotionally stable to be able to give that kind of stability to other people? Some of us, we are not stable emotionally. Are you able to lead yourself? When we talk about leading yourself, how much willpower do you have? Are you disciplined? If you can't lead yourself, you cannot lead others. If you cannot say no to yourself, you can't say no to other people. Are you able to lead yourself? Number 3, what are your weaknesses and your strengths? I have a weakness of telling people the truth. Once you know yourself, you're going to have it. You're going to be a person who people can talk to. You're going to have an easy communication with people because you already know yourself. You know where you can go and where you can't go. For instance, I like to plan things ahead of time. I like to do things that I know that I was going to do. You don't suddenly come and tell me things and then you want me to do them. I know my strengths. I know my weaknesses. I know my temperament. The last time I got into a physical fight was 1997 with my niece, my brother's daughter. Can you imagine my niece? She came and cussed me out. She called me a bitch. She called me a whore. She called me everything in my face. And you know, because I don't know how to fight with words, I went with my hands. The police were called and she had to go to the hospital. That is the last time I got into a fight, and I told myself I'll never engage myself again with people because I know verbally I'm not able to fight, but physically my hands move fast. So I know myself. So what I've done over the years, when I get upset with someone, I do not engage, because if I engage, first of all, I'm going to tell you things I can never take back, or it's going to lead into something that is going to involve the police. So I don't go there. Number 4, pay attention to what you say to people when you're talking to them. If you're a good listener, you know where the conversation is going. Pay attention. When you get upset, you need to be able to identify why exactly you are upset. Don't just be upset. That's number 5. Identify what is upsetting you. Why are you upset? Tell the other person. If it's your spouse, tell your husband that I'm upset because of A, B, C, and D. And when you do this, this makes me feel this kind of way. Number 6, make it an intention to get along with people if you can. It's not easy to get along with people. Sometimes, for you to get along with people, you just have to plead the fifth. You are not going to say anything. Sometimes you have to remain in silence, okay? If you care about being a good person, you need to operate on integrity. That's number 7. You only operate, you do things like nobody's looking. What are you doing when nobody's looking? Be a person of integrity, okay? Number 8, be a person that's going to slow down and evaluate yourself. What am I doing? How am I interacting? How did I talk to Felicitas? How did I talk to Nyereso? How did I talk to my husband? How did I talk to my children? What am I saying? Slow down and evaluate yourself. Read people's body language and read people's minds. When your husband, your wife doesn't feel like talking, there are times I don't feel like talking, I just don't bother. Don't bother me. Read people's mind, facial expression, so when you're talking to them, because why are you going to come and tell your husband bad things? Why are you going to tell your wife bad things? Why are you going to come and start talking about your partner to your children? You are doing all these things so to make yourself feel good. Most of us say negative things about people so we can feel good. Why are you doing that? Number 11. No, number 10. No, number 11. Number 10. Be a person who is good to tell character. There is a woman that I'm trying to end my relationship with because she lies all the time. I'm like so tired. I'm fed up. So when you learn that people are not truthful, you need to end those relationships. Okay? Stay motivated. This morning I did not want to wake up, but I thank God for water. I have drank water. I feel I have a little energy, and I just wanted to go home and go to bed. Something was telling me that I need to go and rest. Okay? You need to know when to say no. You need to decide that, you know what, I'm not going to take this abuse. This is enough. Know when to say no. If you don't know how to say no, you are always going to be abused. And finally, when you fall and you know you've fallen, get up. Don't fall and stay there. I have fallen with my family members. I have fallen with my nieces. I have fallen with my nephews. I have fallen with a lot of people because of my words. I try to get up. The ones who are allowing me back in their relationships, now I'm going to be more careful. But already I've said what I had to say. I have fallen. Once you have fallen of words, my coworker is looking for me. I'm coming. Be nice. Once you have fallen of words, I'm gonna give you a fine. Once you've fallen short of your words, okay, pick yourself up and continue. Don't fall and stay where you've fallen. Today is Monday. Stay motivated. And if there's only one thing I want you to learn today, is to choose your words wisely. Be careful what you say to people. When you're in conflict, be careful what you're spitting out there. And always remember, a good successful day in your marriage, a good successful day with your children is when you don't have an incident. How do you not have an incident? When you see things happening, de-escalate. Find ways. Look ahead of time. Before the confrontation happens, stop it. De-escalate things. If you de-escalate things, they will not get where they are going until somebody is hit, until somebody calls the police. Your good day is you and your husband having a good conversation at home. Your good day for you is you and your children having a good conversation. Your good day is for you and your co-workers to have a good conversation during your 8-hour shift. De-escalate. Be on the lookout to see what you're saying that is going to cost you those relationships. Have a beautiful day. If you've not liked my page, thank you. Please like my page. And thank you for taking your time to listen to me. Share this video. I truly appreciate your support. Go on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am not here without you guys. If you guys were not coming here to sit and listen to me, I would not be here. Thank you so much. And I appreciate, as I'm growing, you're growing. I do this because this is my personal journey. I do this to encourage other people. Or I do this for my grandchildren, because I move these videos to YouTube. So when my grandkids are going to grow, they will look back and say, oh, this is how grandma was thinking. It's such a beautiful thing to leave something behind for your children. Cheers and God bless you.